First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Second and 10 now. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Launches one deep downfield. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. On the move, headed right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a turnover and hold strong on fourth down. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Brissett. He's trying another one deep. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. From the shotgun, Brissett. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. No gain on the play there. Might need to dig into that bag of tricks for third and very long. Shotgun now for Brissett. Trying for a touchdown here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. To throw, Herbert. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He finds him right side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Handoff now, running right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett to throw. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Now it's Brissett. Headed out right. He's on the move. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. Operating from the gun, Brissett. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. And they're going for this. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's second down coming up.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Herbert. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Trying again following the sack. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Herbert back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
He's back to throw. He beams one deep right up into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Eagles are stopped on the return and now have it at the opposing 45. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Second down carry for Jones. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers cut it to 1 late in the third. Setting up to try the point after. point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it 17 all. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Jones once more. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stops. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Open space inside the 40. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. He'll look to throw it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
He breaks the tackle, and he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And they send a man in motion. Now to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now, well, now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Fourth and forever coming up. Putting a receiver in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They'll run here with Jones. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. You've got to keep moving quick here. Jones. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jones.